Well, in terms of acknowledging the factors that produce resentment in people, I think Thunder is generally a good guy. He's got a good radio show and contributes pretty well to the movement. But he was calling Jonas names, mainly Tweaker Bob, which personally, honestly, I really feel like no moderator really has any place calling anybody names. When you take on that responsibility, you really don't have any place. You must completely drop your ego, and you lose your ability to call anybody any names when you're a representative, a moderator of the movement, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, Thunder, would you like to respond to that?
It was a joke, for crying out loud. He talks so frickin' fast you can't understand him, and nobody could understand him. And it was completely taken out of context. I believe the quote was, "Dude, you're talking so fast, Tweaker Bob, slow down." So if he's so easily offended by somebody joking with him, whether they're a moderator or not, where does the problem really lie?
Yeah, but it wasn't once. It was a lot. I was in on some of those chats, and I heard Tweaker Bob thrown around quite a bit, and that's completely not cool, especially for a guy who's completely straight edge. I mean, he doesn't even
considering. How do you know? Are you with him 24 hours a day? No, you're not.
And neither are you. And how come your ad hominem attacks aren't ad hominem attacks and his are?
Well, I don't know how that's an ad hominem. It's a joke. And I only said it to him twice, so I don't know where you're getting that you've heard it all these numerous times. Right, but the point is he can't have it both ways. I don't care if he wants to put me on ignore, but he can't be a mod and do it. That's my point. He can't be an admin in his TeamSpeak if he's going to continue to do that. He's got to give one up or the other up. He's either got to stop having me on ignore, or he's got to stop being an admin. One or the other. Can't have your cake and eat it too. And does that sound fair or is that unfair?
Well, depends if he's even a mod.
Well, he's a server admin here, dude. He has the S. And that's what I'm saying. It's
true.
Like, if you want to make him take that off and just make him a channel admin for his Ohio chapter, fine. I don't have no reason to go into the Ohio chapter room, but if we're both in the same room and we're trying to have conversations and he is going to continue to talk over me because he has me on ignore, it just doesn't work. So, I mean, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I'm asking you, are you going to facilitate some kind of resolution or just let it go on?
Why don't you send him an email?
I have his phone number. I could call him, but again, his wife has him by the nuts, so he's going to do whatever she wants.
How do you think I can change that then?
Well, you can't change that, but that's what I'm saying. You can give him the ultimatum. Look, it's either you take him off ignore or I have to remove your server admin. One or the other. You choose which one. Pretty simple.
I personally don't think I have to intervene here. I think you should ring him or contact him via email. I don't think anyone should. I think it's just an issue between you two guys.
I agree. To some degree, it is an issue between us that hopefully could get resolved, but if he's going to just choose to remain having me on ignore, he can't be a server admin. And are you willing to facilitate that decision or not?
No, not really. I'm not going to take him off server admin. I'd have to speak to him. I can't just take him off server admin for ignoring you. I'd have to talk to him first to even see if he wants to be a server admin. I just gave it to him.
Well, I don't think Thunder is qualified to make that case since he's involved in the conflict, but I think that you should talk to him and tell him that he needs to rectify that or step down admin. Then I think that he would be willing to do one or the other.
Right, but I'm not in a position to give him that ultimatum as he is.
Cassie is just trying to avoid conflict in all areas at this point because he's exhausted.
I'm sure he is, and I understand, but that doesn't bring us to resolution. You want me to phone him and see if I can resolve it from the other end? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I would have assumed you would have tried to resolve it from all angles already. If you haven't, then you probably should.
Is there a reason that we're being recorded?
Does it matter?
Really?
No, No, but I'm just wondering why. Do I not have the right to ask a question why?
Anonymous Moderation aka Peter Merrill is secret police, SS, and Gestapo to eliminate his rivals and enemies in the Zeitgeist movement and Venus Project cult forums, voiceover hype, ARC, etc.
Gavin Palmer 1984 says, I think I like the semi-anonymous moderation so long as anonymity is only for members, because mods need to be able to recognize the actions of each other. Darkdancer says, Hi Gavin, indeed we have set the system up so that we can still review the moderator's actions per person. Moderators under this system have been asked to be as unbiased as possible and respond as clinical as possible, if you will. We hope this will be an improvement of this forum's moderation. Gil. VTV says, and since they have number designations, if you have a problem with a given moderator you can still report them and such.